Benevolence, it's preparation, evolution time. Yeah, we are the original World Union. Owu. This is our soundcast. We are the leaders of the Unified Indigenous People Liberation Front and the priestess and high priest of the faith of true right, truth, and rights. It's me, Owu Uiplf Yashma Saruma, manifesting the truth. Owu is the acronym for Original World Union. Original is world unified. Origin of world unity. Origin of world unanimity. Owu is the movement and consciousness to reunify the benevolent original soul's consciousness that was the force manifesting the original righteous and natural evolutionary peoples and civilizations on this planet or realm, and also on the planets and realms throughout the multiverse, universes, cosmos, galaxies, solar systems, flat earth, inner earth, and dimensions. We are here recalling, remembering, and remanifesting the eternal divine righteous frequency vibration, mentality, divine order, divine intelligence, divine law, Ma'at. The order and vibrations of resonating with nature, Netar, nature, Orish, Vundu, different names, different language, Abosom. The order and vibrations of resonating with nature and all natural forces of nature, and to transcend, transmute, and to and from the higher realms. That's right, we transmute and transcend, communicate directly with and from, to and from the transcendent, the divinities of the higher realms, higher dimensions, and also to the ascendants of the future. That's right, we surname ourselves, we are ascendants, and it is to ourselves we communicate with in the future. We communicate with those of Owu. Owu is the future. Owu is the future of our world, free of the evil which has been terraforming and creating this matrix of which we suffer now and have been suffering for thousands of years now. We will be free from it. Owu is the faith of true right, truth, and rights, and will be the future, one global, one world, one realm vibration of love, of happiness, of joy, of fun, of laughter, of fun music, positivity, love and compassion, generosity, unbroken. That is Owu. That is the future. And we communicate with the ascendants of the future. We are the ascendants now. We reincarnated from the future. That's right. Us that are ascendants did not reincarnate from the past like the others. We are not in the cycle of reincarnation in the sense as it's been told for the last few thousand years. We are incarnations from Owu, from the future. That is why we are ascendants. And we communicate directly with the transcendent from the higher realms and planets, and we communicate with those of Owu of the future. And this is how we will free, and we are fulfilling and establishing. We are remembering. We don't learn, we remember, because we already live this. We are the ascendants of Owu. Owu is the future. This will allow us to overcome the current perverse false order and degradation, devolution, which is destroying our world and planet and all natural life forms thereof. As evolutionary souls, resonating with nature and striving to live a lifestyle, so and in unifying and organizing to achieve this, we are establishing the divine path and guidance to liberate those who are consciously evolving out of this current world regressive, destructive, psycho-spiritual, socio-political, technocrat eugenics imprisonment. This more than a soundcast and video show. This is the liberating consciousness field, psycho-spiritual divine order guidance to true righteous purpose outside this matrix terraforming for unity, in unity. We are the original souls We are the ascendants. We are the future of the world, liberated and free. We are Owu. We are resonating, all realizing our greatness as evolutionary soul beings. Yes, we are evolutionary soul beings. We're future beings. We are not living for the past or just in the now. In unity, we will call on great manifestations to heal us, empower us, deliver us from current and convening, unnatural, perverted agendas, events, viruses, disasters, etc., etc. Also, to survive the natural challenges is our vibration. We're our own salvation, saviors, in unity, union, in vibration, and intent. Through Owu soundcasts, Owu videos and teachings, the divine will realize liberation, psycho-spiritual enlightenment and realization, psycho-spiritual liberation. When we share real good common sense, metaphysical truths, quantum physical truths, evolutionary psycho-spiritual epiphanies, debunking of lies, financial and economic and socio-political truths, personal, psycho-spiritual preservation and evolutionary teachings. This all is manifest through the faith of true right, truth, and rights, as we deem it. The faith of true right, truth, and rights is our spiritual theurgy. We are documenting the realizations of this unique era on this planetary realm. And the faith of true right, truth, and rights, our higher consciousness and realization will be a path in a higher vibration of realization that will be integrated into the genetics of the future beings, the children of which we manifest as ascendants, our ascendants, who will create the ascendants and who we communicate with because we came from them. The faith of true right, truth, and rights, we are incarnated here from the future. So we are only remembering. We are remembering and recalling what and who we are, what these challenges are, what the meaning, the purpose, how to respond, react, instead of being programmed on how to respond, react, instead of being programmed on how to interpret and realize, instead of being a slave to the political norms, the political correctness, being slaves to a psycho-spiritual programming from the technology and from the miseducation, the diseducation system, and from the false news and the false histories and the lies and the polarization, which is continually bombarding since a child, and violent and sexual and hyper stimulation addiction caused by video games, television, cell phone, internet, social media, drugs, the taking in of all these are overcome. All this is left behind as ascendants. We are with perfection, in tune, transmuting, communicating with and from, to and from the transcendent and ascendants. That is what those that are ascendants are doing constantly. Thus, we are not being accepted. We are being abused. We are being rejected. We are being misunderstood. We are being neglected. Their demons, whether it's our own family members, any level of society, any level of dealing with other humans, ascendants consistently and constantly have battles because of rejection, oppression, abuse, due to our higher consciousness, due to our higher purpose, due to our higher vibration. We actually incarnated here from a perfect future, not from a perfect past. We are from Owu, the future of the realm and planet we live on now, having incarnated on, whether you're an ascendant or not. We incarnated back in time, here, space and temporal zone, ascendance from the future with the solutions. There will be more on that, but that is an introduction to the level of truth as ascendance of the faith of true right, truth, and rights. We remember, we don't learn. We are only remembering. You are only remembering. Those of you that is resonating with this, you are ascendant. This is why no matter what, they reject you. No matter who, no matter what level, you can't find a place. Not ascendance because we seek ascension. No need. We are ascendants because we bring the ascendancy. This is war. We come to destroy the falseness and lies. We come to destroy the hate and the misery, the failing, the constant failure, the victim mentality, the cowardliness, the addiction to fear and anger, the addiction to lust, the addiction to betraying and backstabbing. All these demonic possessions, principality possessions, and our far discarnate entities is repelled and rebuked by our presence alone, by our vibration alone. And this is why we're in constant, one level or another, battle. Not us, but they're in battle with us because we are the angels. And them demons are in battle with us. We are the ascendants. We never lose. We only win. We are establishing Owu, the faith of true right, truth, and right. This is only the beginning of your learning from the faith of true right, truth, and rights. We are the ascendants. We communicate and are communicated with to and from the transcendent and ascendants. We are the ascendants of Owu. All ascendants of Owu are the establishers of faith of true right, truth, and rights now and of Owu, now and the future. The future is ours. We are future beings. We are the ascendants. Only us communicate directly with the transcendent and ascendants. We establish Owu. We are the faith of true right, truth, and rights. All other fall under this in the future. Owu. Give thanks and celebrate. The wicked anti-Ma'at systems is collapsing. Vibration is diffusing. Ma'at, divine order, the source of all force and power. Omni, the omnificent, manifesting and re-establishing Ma'at to a new, evolutionary, unstoppable, unmatchable vibratory level. And in the end, Owu will be established. This is the faith of true right, truth, and rights. You have to feel blessed to be experiencing and witnessing the erosion of the wicked, capitalistic, satanist, tormenting, global psycho-spiritual colonizing, slaving matrix complex. If you've been yearning and wishing the wicked, hate supremacist, deception supremacist, classist supremacist, racist supremacist, hateful global paradigm would burn and crash, if you've been yearning inside deeply that this wickedness would end, and if you keep yourself segregated in a renunciated spiritual soul devotion lifestyle, then this means you are ascendants. That's right. If you have been yearning for the end of this wickedness on this planetary realm, you wish it to crash and be destroyed deeply. And if you keep yourself segregated in a lifestyle, a spiritual soul devotion, lifestyle of renunciation, this means you are an ascendant. If you live a complete life of psycho-spiritual devotion to soul preservation and soul evolution without compromise, then you're an ascendant. We must immerse ourselves in our victories of not just surviving, but through complete faith in truth and rights, against all hate, against all confusion, against all uncertainty, against all deception, against all seduction, against all demonic, malevolent spiritual possessions. We're surviving and evolving in faith of true right, truth and rights, against all mind and emotional manipulation.
Stop trying to help people.
That's right, against all demonic, malevolent spiritual possessions. We're surviving. We're evolving. Against all bribery, against all affliction and spiritual abuse, against all emotional abuse, against all psychological abuse, against all forced poverty, against all sexual abuse, against all frequency warfare. We're surviving, staying free and liberated and winning, never failing, never losing. Against all frequency warfare, against all malevolent spiritual possessions, against all mind and emotional manipulation. We are winning, never losing. We are always victory. Against all bribery, against all affliction and spiritual abuse, against all emotional abuse, against all psychological forced poverty, against all biochemical warfare. We're victorious, winning, defeating us and us alone. The ascendants of the faith of true right, truth and rights have a blemishless record, and then you are one in a soul preservation, soul evolutionary, total devotion, complete renunciation, although balanced with shining your light. You are an ascendant. I am calling the consciousness to vibrate as one hive of you, the immaculate ascendants from the future, which is the original's world union, the origin of world unity, the origin of world unanimity. We are the hidden amongst the hated, imprisoned melanoids of the great Mama Earth. Gaia, Sasa Afua, Afuagab, Sakpata, Mama Earth. That's right. We're Earth, born to melanoids, black people of one form or another, Africans, American Native blacks, Asian blacks, dark-skinned melanoids, of whom us, the first wave of ascendants, are born to. We are the faith establishing and vibrating the faith of true right, truth, and rights. We are hidden amongst the melanoids, and this is why the wicked ones are oppressing the melanoids. Is to stop us from vibrating and spreading and heightening the vibration for the liberation of this planetary realm. So now you know why the melanoids are really being oppressed. It's not just the melanin vibration, which is part of it, but it's also because the reincarnation from the future, from Owu, which is the time eternal of the liberation and reestablishing of my in the highest vibration of this planetary realm is in the future. It's not in the past. It's in the future. It's Owu. And we incarnated here. We were sent back in time, like in that movie Terminator. This is time travel, interdimensional warfare. Ascendants, you have been sent here from the future. You have been sent here from Owu. We are the ascendants. We are a high, vibrating. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? Do the meta stand, the quantum stand. This is the interpretation of reality for the ascendants. Thus we are remembering, we are not learning. We are establishing. We must come out of all victim mentality, come out of all confusion mentality, come out of all doubt, self-doubt. We are here and we are establishing the future. All the deception and lies will be eradicated completely. All the confusion will be eradicated completely. We have been sitting here to learn these truths. I have been sitting here. Owu Uiplf Introduction. My entire story will be told, as like with many others. Therefore, you can look into my life and see the good and bad. If you understand the Anulian theology and learn the Anulian theology, tree of life, you learn the importance of the mantra or the hieroglyphics and what they teach and the teachings behind all those drawings and carvings, and then you will learn the unanimity of ourselves in reality. And when Ma'a is established, there is no division and breakup of the mind and consciousness of the heart. There's righteousness as a total whole. There's no ignorance and awareness. There's no all is a total whole. You have had these teachings I will teach. This ascendant consciousness I will manifest. And this is the faith of true right, truth, and rights teachings. And this is the importance of understanding your devotion to these learnings. Your rememberings. You're remembering. These are rememberings. They're not learnings. They're not teachings. They're recall. I'm an ancient and future recall specialist. Owu Uiplf Introduction is a recall specialist. I recall the future. I recall the past. Like none other. I communicate directly, and all ascendants communicate and transmute to and from the transcendent and ascendants of the future. We remember. We don't learn. We already know. There's a time for each experience. Thus, this is an introduction to the faith of true right, truth, and rights. Owu. And this entire mentality, this entire frequency is not just psychological. It's not just spoken that you don't like this world, that you hate the evil going on in this world, that you want to end. It's felt. It's vibrated. Even if your mind is on something worldly, you're still vibrating it. You're still in ascendant. And this is why the war is going on such a harsh on the melanoids. Because the melanoids are who are birthing the ascendants from the future. And there's so much more to learn from the faith of true right, truth, and right on all different levels that can come to your consciousness. We live not in fear. We live in faith. We worship in spirit and truth. Our soul is what we are, our Okra, our Ka, our Samito. Spirit is what we, the energy, the energization. There's so much to learn. There's so much to realize. Yet, there's so many of us that already know. There's so many of us that would just remember. We are the ascendants. And we transcend. We are ascendants not because we get to a level of ascension, but because we bring the ascendancy. This is a war. This is a time of war. So how can someone be spiritually devoted and not have a mentality of warfare? That is a deception. That's the pacification. Therefore, you can be distracted with pleasure.
the false yoga, twisting your body up and whatnot.
That's all identity crisis. Political affiliation.
Meanwhile, they go by people poor and people car crashing them. People need their help, and all they want to do is get them to the place to do yoga with other people. The hypocrisies you're seeing, the false spirituality, that has nothing to do with the soul. The false live natural and live healthy, that has nothing to do with the soul. They just want you to eat right and this for the physical body. Then it's false help the black people, help the people, poor people, teach them finance and this. These coping mechanisms that have nothing to do with their soul. And that's why you can't unify them. Because it's not based off the soul. It's based off the physical or material. The faith of true right, truth and right is about the soul. Soul preservation. There's no spirituality without soul preservation and soul evolution. And in times of warfare, there's no spirituality without a militant warfare, even if it's higher intelligence like
Espionage.
I am Owu Uiplf Introduction. We are the ascendant. This is the ascendancy. The faith of true right, truth and right. We are Owu.
There's so much to learn from the faith of true right, truth and right. So, prophecy is a divine characteristic known, not belief. Not just belief. Belief is a hypothetical, but we know prophecy is real. But the problem with prophecy is people are trying to tell the future. You're not supposed to tell the future. You're supposed to communicate and transmute from the future what the past will be. Who else is more qualified but ascendants to do that? I'm Owu Uiplf Introduction, Dawuda. And I'm telling you, I'm from the future. Owu. From the one global system, the one global creatrix vibration of Ma'at, divine intelligence, Ma'at, divine order, of righteousness, of Msheshe. I communicate what will be from the future. Who is more qualified to prophecy but those who are telling you from the future what will be in the past? This current is my past. This current is not my current. I incarnated here from the future. More will be taught on this level, in this lesson. Owu.